Box 2 has Niagara versus Southwest. There you see our copyright.
Not that. Oh. Ow. That was loud. That was.
Sorry, bro. That's a bad idea.
Levels are fine. A little less of you, maybe. You are quite loud. That's good. Good.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yes. A voiceover? You want me? Yep. Okay. Sure. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yes. I think so.
I don't know. Alex is reading us a story.
Yes. Keep going. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Right. Then players to watch? No. No, we haven't. I haven't been told players to watch.
Cord Thompson.
Thompson, yes, 42. He had the beautiful goal. Oh, Favero. Okay.
Mr. Captain.
Yes. 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 Is this Lazar's second start of the season? I believe it is too.
I don't know. You told me it was Masters Cole Murray's debut.
Yeah. And it wasn't?
And then I put in the power ranks, and then Stamp emails me, you're going to need to change your power ranks because it's not his debut.
Oh, well,
I'm like,
poor guy. My bad.
Spencer, way to go.
Yes. Okay.
Can we put my bottle in the garbage when that happens? It's sports. Ladies and gentlemen, this is sports.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait, what was the second thing you said?
This is very. Let's just go one at a time. This is very long. All right. All right. So we're doing it right now, right? Everything's live. All right. Let's do it. We're doing it right now, Gary. I think.
Do you what do you have for refs? Did
Grant Spees is reffing. I saw him.
no, he's got the graphic, but did you do the shot clock or no? Okay, it's Peter DeBrone.
Peter DeBrone. Grant Spees, Peter DeBrone. Who else? Don't say set.
No, Spies
Furman.
and Joel Furman are on
And Neil
floor.
McDonald.
Neil McDonald's your techie, and then Peter DeBrone is the 30.
Gotcha.
But he won't be on screen
Okay.
because Alex can't do his job.
I said it.
Hey, thought you said we couldn't do that.
All right. Let's go.
Oh,
Right there. I see her.
oh.
All right. Are we good here?
The worst. No.
This is going to be tight for you. Don't worry about her. Well, then don't worry about her. Wow. This is just too much. All right.
Oh. Oh, yeah.
It was 11-7 yesterday at the Iroquois Lacrosse Arena on a blizzard day here in the Niagara region. Beauty Day today for some more C-Lax action. The Niagara Lock Monsters home for the third game in 3 weeks. They're 3 straight home games, and they're taking on the Ohsweken Demons, a team they beat 11-7 less than 24 hours ago at the Iroquois Lacrosse Arena. We're live from the Meridian Center, where the Ohsweken Demons take the floor for their warm-ups. Spencer Tangway alongside Matthew Carrick to call today's game here on the C-Lax TV Network 1. A great game we have on store, and it's one of those games where a home-and-home series, back-to-back nights, tensions may be high, and Ohsweken's definitely looking to rebound from last night.
Things definitely did get a little heated last night. A couple 10-minute misconducts at the end of the game, one to Tommy Montour, one to Blue Hill, who will not be in action here today. A game that Ohsweken never led at any point thanks to an early 6-goal run for Niagara, although Ohsweken did claw back, and it actually has put Niagara, not long ago they were in the bottom of the standings, now a 4-way tie for first place.
Well, that's how tight this league is. You never really know how important these games are until you step off the floor after 60 and you realize we went from 5th to 1st with that big 2 points. So today's game, Niagara's going to come back. They're really good at home. 2-0 record here at the Meridian Center, along with Durham, who also is 2-0. They're at home, but we'll take a look at today's players to watch. And with the Ohsweken Demons, what a player in Corey Thompson. Nifty forward.
Yeah, Corey Thompson coming into the league this year, 7 goals through 7 games, 12 points as well. He just adds that extra shooting depth that they need. And last night, Chris Atwood wasn't in the game, and they really relied on him to sort of kickstart some of those runs that they went on late.
Well, Brad Favero for the Niagara Lock Monsters, the assistant captain of this year's club. Matt Atwood, of course, the coach, looks to him to really pick up this team on the offensive side of the ball. 14 points in 5 games and only 2 penalty minutes, so when he's on the floor, he really adds a lot and a lot of depth of the offense for the Niagara Lock Monsters. There's a lot to talk about, and of course, Jay Priest, who was solid in net last night, I'm sure you could say, will get the nod again for the Lock Monsters, but on the other side of the floor, the Demons are turning to their big netminder.
Yeah, Jake Lazaro will get the start, 1-0 record with the 12.0 goals against average. The only goaltender not on the roster to not play last night. They went to Goa Abrams twice, went to Chase Martin for a little bit as well, and now Jake Lazar gets the nod. You mentioned Jay Priest. He was superb last night. 3 goals through halftime, and then a little bit more, I think, as well. Good enough for our first star of the game last night.
Well, Jay Priest, he's been bounced around this league, it feels like a little bit, but he's such an unorthodox goaltender that he can add anything to any team at all, as he's one of those goaltenders that just dives out to make that save and really can keep you in this game. We'll step aside. The opening ball drop is just around the corner. Niagara Falls, of course, and the Niagara region, home of the Niagara Lock Monsters. A very bitter cold day here at the Meridian Center. Yesterday, of course, a very cold day, but tomorrow it's the Barrie Blizzard hosting the Durham Turf Dogs at the Barrie Molson Center. We'll be live at 1:55 p.m. from the BMC. One other game today, Durham hosting the Barrie Blizzard. That's happening at the General Motors Center in Oshawa, just down the road from here, a couple hours away, down the 401.
Both of those teams with 3-2 records. Like we said, this league is so tight as, well, all four teams that were in action today are tied for their first place. So at the end of the day, we're going to have two tied for first place, and then who knows, maybe tomorrow we'll settle that dispute.
Well, the Ohsweken Demons take the floor, and they're the only team to have played 2 more games than every other team in this league, and yet they only have 3 victories to their team's name, so they'll come into this one and definitely try to pick up some victories here. And the Niagara Lock Monsters take the floor as well, wearing those beautiful purple sweaters with white shoulder caps and the red trim. Today's officials wearing the white and black striped uniforms. The crew chief is Mr. Grant Spees. The on-floor official is Joel Furman, and Neil McDonald is today's technical referee.
And Pete DeBrone will work the 30-second clock. He's the man in the middle there. Veteran officiating crew here this afternoon as we're already talking about what happened last night at the end of the game and how they're going to make sure that doesn't take place here in this one. Veteran officiating crew led, like we said, by our reigning official of the year, Grant Spees.
Keys to victory for today's game. Niagara has to just keep it going from yesterday. Keep everything was working for them. Just keep it going, pick up the pace, and stay composed all the way down this stretch through the entire 60 minutes. They got to be a little bit better offensively, though. They put up 11 yesterday, but some of their offensive sets have been sloppy in the past, and it's caused just poor turnovers, causing two visiting teams' goals.
Yeah, and it's interesting to see when you talk about the offense, they're still trying to figure out, it looks like, how to get Andrew Potter back and settled in. He was the leader a couple years ago, and then his return now, they're still trying to work him in. Keys to victory for the Ohsweken Demons. Win the faceoffs. No Mike Atwood in the lineup here today. That could be a little bit more difficult. They have been using Corey Thompson, our player to watch, and Vaughn Harris. Control the first half. The 6-goal run we talked about for Niagara in the start of yesterday's game. They're going to need a quicker start, and I missed the last one. Sorry.
Stretch the floor for sure. I mean, this is a bigger field. It's the same, pretty close to the ILA, but here, the NHL size rink, if they can use their speed and use the offensive talent they have, they can really open up this game, and I've seen it done. They were up over Southwest 7-0, but they let Southwest come all the way back. We'll send it down to the floor for an opening face-off here on Health and Fitness Day, sponsored by Popeyes, right here at the Meridian Center.
Looked like Tom Montour moved early there. I don't know how Dumont still won that faceoff, but how about Popeye with the opening faceoff? He'd make a good official, I think. I wouldn't mess with him.
Just a fun way to start today's game. We'll pause. O Canada's next. Then we're live here at the Meridian. Well, who will be today's 3 stars of the game? Last time we were here at the Meridian, Brian Neufeld had one of his career-high games. He had one of the beauty goals of the league, and he was absolute, just an offensive threat. Second star, third star, of course, still up for grabs as well. Tweet us at JVI Video, and we'll get to those later in today's broadcast.
I'm just going to guess here. Corey Fowler will be on that list, and the winning goaltender will be on that list. It's going to take a good goaltending performance between either Jay Priest or Jake Lazor, and why not? The third star will be Ian Martin. He was on that list last night as the third star with a hat trick. I think he's going to keep it rolling here today.
3 very good picks. And I mean, in this game, all across, of course, goalies can steal a show, even if the score is 14-13. There's so many runs where a goalie can stop 6-7 in a row in a matter of 30 seconds.
Remember back to Sunday, as we talked about the goalies, Connor Danko, I did go downstairs after the game and talk to Matt Atwood, and he said that Connor Danko was coming back into that game, but they saw Priest make a couple saves, and he started to get ready. It was Danko's decision to leave Priest in there, and may have taken a back seat here, as we were told Mike Atwood would not be playing as he gets the opening faceoff.
Well, he wins the dot, and now Von Harris, number 55 for the Ohsweken Demons, comes down and sets up on offense. 20 on the shot clock, goes down to the near corner. Harris cuts into the middle, open up the shooting lane up top. First shot, and it's the first save for Jay Priest. Priest outlet pass, and here's Brandon Slade. Slade, who wears number 22, 22. He goes off, and they get a full change for the Niagara Lock Monsters. Niagara running from left to right, and Ohsweken running from right to left, wearing, of course, their traditional black uniforms with the firing flames coming up from the bottom. 2 good uniforms here today, but I have to say Niagara's got to be the best.
I like all of them. All 5 in this league are pretty good. Whoever designed them, sign them up. And why not? Let's get 3 more teams in so they can do 3 more.
Favero, player to watch today, goes far side, east-west across the Meridian center floor. Comes to the near side, looks to the middle. That pass picked off. And now Thompson. Corey Thompson, 2-on-1. Gets it around Critch, but Priest stands his ground. What a save.
And that's Chris Atwood, got the day off yesterday. Right on the doorstep of Jay Priest. He doesn't miss those very much. He'll want to get going early and often here. Otherwise, we've seen him get frustrated a little bit, and that won't be good to start his day.
Well, Brooker Muir, number 58, he's playing the middle here, trying to cause some havoc as they get it to Brian Neufeld. Neufeld cuts in. Good save by Lazar, and he makes the rebound recovery. Atwood, outlet pass. And now, number 62, Jordan Thomas. He gets a change. Here comes a quick twist shot right off the shoulder of Jay Priest, and it's picked up. Good rebound recovery by Von Harris. 23 on the shot clock. Ohsweken to the far side. Looks to go back. Underhand shot. May have got the defender's leg and goes into the corner. Loose ball battle. Niagara just trying to run out the shot clock, and they will get it as the back clock said 4 seconds. The one said 13.
Yeah, this was a bit of an issue last week as well, as the clocks weren't syncing up. They are new clocks. They worked pretty good in the junior game. I think there was a fantastic officiating crew out there this morning.
Not because you were reffing or anything, right? We'll give you
no.
full credit for that. But that is right. A good, hard-fought junior C-Lax game before today's broadcast, and there's a couple more after today's game in the Prospect Division. One other game happening in C-Lax this afternoon. Durham hosting Barrie in Oshawa at the General Motors Center. Long outside shot turned aside by Priest. And we've played 3 minutes, still looking for our opening goal.
And some of you may notice the weekly roster moves. A couple of players have been added to junior C-Lax holdout lists. And what that is players who haven't made the team, they're still under 21. They can go down and play junior C-Lax in the Prospect and still be controlled. Their rights controlled by one of these pro teams. And it's actually a pretty good, unique little twist to the rule that they've added this year. And I think it's a good one.
Outside shot by Niagara, wide off the back dasher board. And it'll be an over and back on the shot clock violation as well. 11:29 remaining here in the
I
opening
can't hear
quarter.
anything. There we go. Okay.
Jordan Thomas. Flip pass. The pass was intended for Elijah Printup. He has to run back, and he's got the Lucy.
What a guest appearance by our host, Steven Stamp, today.
Stamp, of course. One of the writers for IL Lacrosse. He's calling the game in Oshawa. There's an outside shot, turned aside, and now loose ball picked up by Niagara. Edwards gets it up top. Brooker Muir. Comes to Brian Neufeld. 12 on the shot clock. Neufeld runs out front. Lazar, he went down. The shot was wide. Thomas trying to pick up that Lucy. 3 on the shot clock. Brooker Muir tries to get a shot here, but the shot clock will beat him, and that will be a turnover against the Niagara Lock Monsters. Here comes Ohsweken getting a full change. And we're looking for our opening tally. Almost 5 minutes of lacrosse with no goals. Comes to the near side. Martin the shot. Priest made the save. Unconventionally runs out and tries to set a pick.
Yeah, he does like to do that. Did it a few times last night. And that's led to some problems before when he was with Brampton and Southwest. But so far this season, he's got away with it as no one's decided to answer that move yet.
10 minutes and a little bit of change left in the opening quarter. Niagara the shot. That's 3 in a row now that have gone wide for the Lock Monsters. And that will be an over and back.
Ashton Jacobs just took a huge shot from Tainhouse. That's the one warning that he'll get from Grant Spees, as he was definitely in the ear hole after that one happened way off ball.
Well, Spees, of course, we mentioned a veteran crew here. Spees, the official of the year last year in C-Lax, as he'll be calling the game tightly. There's a shot, rebound picked up by Thompson. Thompson on his offhand comes to the near side. Gets it in the middle. The pass was intended for Montour. And now Niagara regroups on defense, and they're coming up the floor transitionally.
We got to be good to the refs today. Next of kin working our replay deck.
Robertson, the shot. Off the dasher board, up in the air.
Oh, my goodness. That one just went straight up, hit nothing, and came straight back down.
Well, that was pretty high. Not even close to the roof here, though, at the Meridian Center, but shot. Lazar makes the big save. Arnold trying to just find that Lucy, picked up by Ohsweken, and that's going to be an interference minor. No penalty, though. Just an interference possession call. So we saw Grant Spees there fix the turf here at the Meridian Center.
Look at that, eh? Housekeeping as well. These guys do it all.
Ball's up top. They come to Favero. Favero to the middle. Nice feed. The shot and the goal. 1-0 Niagara. Quick little nifty passing play by Brad Favero to find Corey Fowler cutting through the middle, and they bury 5-hole on Lazar to make it 1-0.
Well, what did we say? 12 goals already coming in. He was big last night. Gets another one here. I believe is Critch maybe going to get the second assist, but definitely a great pass. Watch him just roll off of Mike Atwood, and Atwood gets caught kind of looking around to see where it came from, but Fowler straight to the net. One of those guys who's near the top of everything, as Edwards thinks he got interfered off that face-off.
Well, the game of lacrosse is definitely growing, and as Niagara has had their third home game now, the crowd seems to be getting bigger and bigger each time we're here.
Well, we got people standing in our camera bay. That's how many are in the building here today. Standing room only.
Unfortunately, though, just on the one side of the arena, as one day we'll get at a 5,000-seat crowd. 8:20 remaining, 1 goal, and it's coming by the hometown Lock Monsters. Flip pass up top, 2-on-2 off-ball lacrosse. There's the shot, wide off the dasher board, picked up by Ohsweken, low underhand shot, exactly off the same dasher board and over and back.
You said Niagara had to be good offensively, but my goodness, they're stepping up on defense. That's a number of shot clock violations we've seen now, about 2 or 3 for the defenders, led by Mitch Dumont, their captain, and it leads to a goal here. Phil Caputo, our player to watch from last night.
Well, if you missed that one, Caputo streaking in off the off-ball pick, finds himself wide open in the middle, make that his 6th of the season and 13th point of this 2015-2016 C-Lax campaign. We'll take another look.
Well, he was the guy complaining he may have got interfered with off that face-off, along with Mike Atwood, but definitely gets revenge as he pots that one.
Atwood won the draw, but it's going to be picked up by the Lock Monsters. Here come Niagara. Quick up the floor, Jordan Critch. Critch, the shot, well wide, but it worked as a nice pass off the back wall. Favero, the shot, off the back wall. Ball's up in the air. The captain looking forward, and the captain this year is Mitch Dumont. Dumont, who wears number 10, the right-handed shot. Flips it up top. Favero will settle everything down and just outlet pass to Critch. Critch tried to cut to the middle. Good stick and a good steal by the Demons.
I believe the ball's under the carpet here in front of Ashton Jacobs. And with the delay, they will take the officials' timeout. 2-1 in Barrie, as it looks like Johnny Ray and Ross Smith. Smith making his return to the Blizzard lineup.
Well, with that game, and with a game here today, the standings will definitely be changing after 60 minutes of lacrosse here at the Meridian Center. But we're in week 5 now of 8, with the last game happening, of course, on March 5th in the C-Lax Community Center. We'll step aside for 60 seconds. We'll be back here from the Meridian Center in a 2-0 Niagara game.